Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. It's probably close to 5 p.m. or so, and I had a great day today. I went into my hometown and spent most of the day with my dad. I left here about 8-ish, 8:00 this morning, and we went to the farmer's market, and I'll show you what I got, some of what I got there. As I got some stuff for the house, like for all of us, for some bell peppers and some carrots and some sprouts and pea sprouts. Got some cookies for my dad and for my husband. They're orangesicle cookies that I think LT Ranchers is the name of the I don't know if it's like, I guess their company that they have, that they sell the stuff there. I can't remember what else I got. I even got chili that I shared with my dad. But I've already put everything away or left stuff at my dad's or whatever. But let me show you this before I get into the rest of the video. This is miel de mora. So this, it's honey. Miel is honey. And Mora is a little town where a lot of my family's from, especially my mom's side of the family. And it's about 30 minutes north of my hometown. From here, it would be like an hour and a half-ish going north. But it's technically, if you could, the mountain that's straight over this way into East Pecos, we could go over the mountain and pretty much be there. It's the same mountain area. So she gave me this here that has all her products on it and what they're used for, pricing and everything. So what I got today, I think they have prices, but I love little paper bags. And it's funny because the guy that I got garlic. I like to eat it raw. He said, doesn't paper just seem so much better than plastic? I'm like, yes. I just like that little crinkly, I don't know, I like paper. And then I can use this later for painting or for journaling or whatever. So first thing I got was Lavender Calendula Bee Butter Bar for Skin Love. So it's a lotion bar and it looks like this. And it's I think it's kind of stuck because it's kind of hot. I don't think it's going to come out. I don't really want to stick my nails in there, but it's really nice and soft, and you can, oh, that smells so good. It smells amazing. So this is just a lotion bar. It's a little easier to carry with you, because the other one, oh, there it goes. The other one, if it's real hot, it will melt a little bit more so than this one. But see, it's just a little lotion bar. And you can just use it and rub it on yourself. And these containers are awesome. So, this has miel de mora beeswax. So it's the beeswax from their honey bees. Lavender infused organic coconut oil. Calendula infused organic olive oil. Miel de mora propolis infused organic olive oil. So it's the propolis of the honey. Organic cocoa butter. Organic hemp seed oil, organic vitamin E oil, essential oils of lemon and lavender. And this is the first time I met the lady because we've seen her stuff at the co-op in Mora, and so yeah, that was good. My sister has bought the ear, there's some eardrops that you can put in there for itching and stuff. I should have got some of that, but I didn't today. I have had the Osha one. They do have elixirs, which this is an elixir. They have the tinctures. So the tinctures, of course, are more potent with organic cane alcohol. This has less. This also has honey. This is for de-stress and balance. It's adaptogenic quartet with honey. So it has ashwagandha, shishandra, reishi, and tulsi. So this is to kind of balance out your body. And I know that I've seen some information on ashwagandha and shishandra. They're very good for us women. I'm sure for men as well, but they're good for I think it's like hormone balance and things like that. So this one I can just take under my tongue without putting it in water, or I can add it to water, coffee, you know, whatever. The tincture she does, so you can put them in water, like just to kind of make it easier to go down. Then this thing is the Face Grace Balm. It has rose hips, frankincense, and florals. And they're all organic. They're all from their place there in Mora. Oh, this is what it looks like. And it's this little blue jar. Oh, I love the smell of the frankincense. It has rose hips, florals. I'm not sure if it has hemp seed oil, the beeswax. It just smells so good. It just reminds me of like being out in nature. And this is for your face. I mean, you can use it for whatever, I'm sure, but this will be my new face product, I guess. It's all natural, all organic, all from an area very close to me, and she has like quite a bit of stuff. So I don't know if she ships out anywhere. I'm not sure. I don't know. It doesn't really say anything, but I'll try to find out if she has a website. She may not. This may be something that she just does at the co-op and on her own. But I'm so excited to try all that stuff. But I feel like just putting it on now. You know, I was just thinking about all the lists and things that I've been making for my August reading. I have two videos have gone live so far. I have number 3 next, and it looks like a lot. It is a lot. Now, they're not all for August. I kind of went a little overboard and kept putting stuff in that I may or may not go through this fall, winter, and the rest of the summer. But I have this, I don't know what it is. I need a list. I need a plan. But sometimes it doesn't happen. And I used to get really disturbed with myself when I wasn't able to get things done the way I wanted to. I used to hate when someone would like change my morning plans by, oh, I want to go do this. And kind of like, let's say, my dad wanted to go out of town or something. He calls up, and I, usually talk to him about 7 in the morning, 8 o'clock or whatever. And, oh, excuse me. And so he would say, oh, you want to go to Santa Fe? I'll pick you up on the way. And sometimes it's just like, I have like my routine, right? I get up, I get coffee, I sit down and I read my daily Bible, and then I go from journaling and whatever, right? And those were the days I'd fall behind sometimes. And it wasn't always going with my dad. Sometimes it was me and Ben had something to do. I had appointments and I needed to be there at a certain time. I'm like, how do I get everything in? And I used to get so disturbed. And then that's when I would skip. That's why I tell you that I'm really just sitting with the Bible and going as slow as I need to, instead of skipping over and getting into the next one. What I want to do, and I don't think I pulled it out, but the one I used last year, I want to pull it out and I'm going to do a comparison, because I remember around the same time, and I think I wrote about it in my journal, but I remember that April was touch and go. Like, I did not do much in April, much in May. And I was like, I should just skip all of this stuff and get all the way to where I was supposed to be. So at that time, I would have skipped into probably like June-ish, like I would have been, let's see what June would have had. like even the beginning of June. I would have been in First Kings. I would have missed all of First and Second Samuel. I would have missed, and I even kind of struggled in March a little bit, like towards the end of March, but mostly it was April. So like April, I was still in Deuteronomy, the beginning of April. So I would have missed all of, well, the end of Deuteronomy. I would have missed Joshua, and of course I would have missed a lot of Matthew, Luke. I would have missed Judges. It's interesting to see all the stuff that I would have missed. A lot of John, probably well, yeah, let's see, not all of John, but I would have missed First and Second Samuel. And I would have still been in John in the end, like right now where I'm at in May. But let's see if I would have had to actually get into about that June time, when I started just saying, you know what, I'm just going to continue going. I would have been in First Kings and also in Acts. So I would have missed a lot of really great information that I missed last year for the same reason, because I skipped forward. I kind of went back and read really quickly through some of it, but not all of it. And so, but reading quickly through it, it didn't like stick with me the way it should. So yes, I have lists. Yes, I have schedules, sort of. I don't necessarily schedule the time, but I do want, like, first thing in the morning, I want it to be with my daily Bible and coffee. Then it's usually I try to get my journal started, which I think I've showed it before, where I like have like the first top half of the page with all of the date, the weather, the air quality, the pressure of the atmospheric pressure, the whole thing. And then right after that, what I've been doing in this one this time, because I usually have a scripture writing plan that I just write in there. I just write the scripture. This time I'm using the Sister Rita Club scripture in my regular journal. I've done those separate before in their own journal. This time I'm just doing writing them out in here, and that's worked out pretty well. And then I get into writing. Sometimes I write about what's going on. Sometimes I write about what I want to do that day. And then later on, I just kind of finish it off and add in what I did, or, you know, whatever thoughts came out throughout the day. And then let's see. I have a list of books. I keep hearing something. Maybe it's Pumpkin. I don't know. I keep hearing like little footsteps. And Graham's over here laying by me. He just came in. I have, like, now I want to read No More Boring Bible Study, The Bait of Satan. And then I have like a few other books that I really want to get into. I need to find my devotional book, and I'm a fast reader, but when I read through things fast, sometimes I miss things that I maybe would have been something, oh, this is something you need to remember, write down, you know, take a note, whatever. But when I read fast, I don't do that. And so I was sitting here thinking, I haven't finished the word of the word of the day studies. Excuse me, I'm on day 4. I should be, you know, doing day 5. It's already the 8th. So I'm so behind. It's like sitting right under the camera tripod. I have the Jesus Bible in front of me over here, and I need to finish writing Ephesians, which I need to write a little bit. I don't know if I finished all of Ephesians 4. I think I did, but if not, I have a little section left. Oh, there's a mosquito. We don't get those very often out here, but sometimes. And I have, that's like the things that I have. Oh, and then I have my Hobonichi that I want to read or do my the like listing of the memories with Myers and write in and journal in that. And I just have everything just kind of sitting here, which I kind of need to do that so that I see it and then I can pull out whatever. But I had to learn to give myself grace because I was always going at 100, 110. I was, just like all over the place all the time. I mean, literally, I would like wake up and jump straight out of bed. I didn't take any time to like just wake up and like breathe in the day or whatever. I was just up and gone and doing whatever. And a lot of that had to do with the job, right? Just part of certain jobs, especially the times that you work, and a lot of jobs are kind of like that, you know, like you have to be there, you have to do this, you have, you know, the responsibilities, right? Well, all of that of pushing and trying to do everything for everyone and being, you know, involved in everything, got me to that point where I had to quit my job. I was getting really sick, and I wasn't sure what was going on. There's some things that we know now, but there's still a lot of stuff that I think was just stress. And I saw this reel on Instagram, and they were talking about how, you know, when we come to this certain age, we realize that stress is killing us. Stress is really causing a lot of damage in our bodies and our minds and in relationships, especially a relationship with the Lord. And so I don't want to stress about any of this. So I was supposed to read this in a year, right? Am I going to finish it in January? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know that I will move that fast through that. I'm barely in May. I'm in May 25th. So I'm, you know, more than a couple months behind. Does it matter? No. Because I'm spending time with the Lord. I want all the aesthetic looking Bible journaling pages and tip-ins and all this stuff. I don't have a printer, so I can't print out the like wonderful little tip-ins and things. So I kind of have to just make things myself by like using papers like this and writing them and sticking them in there. That's why I bought a lot of this Happy Planner stuff that I saw it at Savers. I have lots of pens and fun scissors and things that I can use. I just need to get my act together on this desk because I did get a little spinning thing for pens and things. It was in the school supply section today, so my dad got me that. I think it's in the truck, but it's a white base and it has little containers, all different colors, and you could pull out the container if you need to and like, you know, move it to the side and leave the other one over there or whatever. So I'm going to do that. And there's a couple of reasons for that too. When I have all these things on my list, like I said, I need the list just because I like the idea of checking it off and having a visual of things that I want to do. And then whatever I didn't accomplish today, I just moved to the next one. I learned to do that. That took me a while to get it through my thick skull that I could just move it to the next day. It's more important to spend time with the Lord, with my husband, with our dog, with our cats, with family, and just taking care of myself because I struggle a lot with my health, headaches and pain and stuff like that. And I know when I start getting stressed out, the pain just like shoots up and it's like constant. Excuse me. So like, you know, if you go into the doctor and ask if you're in pain and you say yes and ask you where or whatever, and depending on what's going on, they ask you on a scale from 1 to 10, where's your pain? Well, my base level is probably a 4. It's been something I've been dealing with since I was in my 20s. Not as bad then, but you know, I was already kind of getting used to like, oh, this hurts and, you know, pain or whatever. And but when I get stressed out, I mean I can get up into like the 7s and 8s and 9s. Like, granted, I will force myself not to go into the doctor or the ER if I'm in that much pain. I will, like, I don't know how I do it sometimes, but I just won't. I refuse. I don't want to go in. I don't want to stay there. I don't want to be in there for hours and hours and hours for them just to give me some pain med and send me home. Nothing's wrong. It's like, I just don't like to deal with it. But I notice if I kind of level out my stress and I kind of like take steps back and just like, yes, this is what you want to do. This is what you have in front of you, but you don't have to do it all. You can go slowly. You can do whatever. So like, yes, I put it out here because I do want to be held accountable to a point of like, hey, did you read your word today? How's that book going? And a lot of times it's just because I forget. It's out of sight, out of mind. And like, I have my little bag here, my bag there, and I'm like, okay, that's why I kind of, for me, it's like I have a mess on my desk because I have like, under this, I have 2 commentaries, a dictionary, and 2 Bibles right here, right under this. Right here is my tablet, some books, like study books, like the faith-based like books you can study or whatever, and 1, 2, like 4 Bibles, 5 Bibles, just put there because they didn't fit on my cart, but they're here, and they're the ones, some of the ones that I've been using. And then onto this side, I have my New King James Study Bible that I'm using. That's usually under here. And then the journals that I'm writing Ephesians in, and the one that I'm doing the word study in, and like, they're just all around me. But if I put it all away, then I forget. I just need to organize it better. That's my goal for the next few days. I want to I'm going to go through the cart, and I'm going to keep out like what I'm using. I know I'm going to be using the stuff under this. I know I'm going to be using the Jesus Bible because that's the one that I'm writing Ephesians out of. I know I need my daily Bible. I know I need these journals. So like, if I can just have the piles look organized, because right now they're a little disheveled, and part of that is because I've been pulling out things to use. Like, I found these stickers that it's like these. I can't remember where I got them. I think it was Temu, and they've been in my storage containers for a while. But I saw when Susanna does her 365 days of, word studies, she just put stickers and stuff down the side, and I thought that looked so pretty. And I was thinking, I don't have anything like that. I kept thinking, then I thought, wait, I do have some stickers. I thought they were washi tape that I have to cut each one of them, but these ones are already cut. And then I do have these little dots, and I have these colors, which are like the pinks, purples, and then I have these ones as well. So these are all Savers stuff. So like, I've been pulling out the things that I said I wanted to use for my Bible journaling, and so they're all kind of out here. But I noticed that doing this and really kind of taking stock, I guess, of what I have and what I really want to use now, what Bibles, what books, whatever it is that I want to use now in the next 2-3 months or whatever, has helped me to stop carrying 3 bags in my vehicle, because I don't know what I want to take down with me if I go to the laundromat or the Barnes & Noble. Although the laundromat, I've kind of stuck it in my head that I'm using my Spiral Bible there. It's just a little bit easier to use there, and so I take that, and sometimes I take a commentary with me. I think I usually take the Moody one with me when I go there. But I also want to have like, oh my goodness, sorry guys, like, just if I have a list on, like, I read my daily Bible, I don't need to take that with me. So the next thing I have on the list is No More Boring Bible Study or the Word Study. or maybe both. I could take that Bible and the journal, and I can either take a commentary, or I could just use Bible Hub. And like if there's other things later on when I get home, I can pull out the commentary or pull out my complete Jewish Bible study Bible or the New King James Study Bible, whatever. Pull it out then, and just take one bag with me, one set of Bibles or Bible study material, because it's ridiculous how many things I will take in there. And it's like I'll take my backpack, I'll put just the basics, like my tablet and whatever Bible and book I want, and journal and some pens and things. Go take that to the truck or the car, wherever we're going. And then I come back and I'm like, but what if I need this? What if I need I kind of want to get into that. What if I want to get into that? So then I fill another bag and I put it in there. And then I get there and I only use one anyway, and I don't even get to finish all of it sometimes because I don't always stay there that long, or sometimes I don't even get to go because I have other things that I'm doing. So it's just, I'm trying to learn. Like today, I took my yellow backpack, and I have some like little stickers and things in here, and then I put like highlighters, the ones that I have been using, pens and things like that. It smells like peppermint. I must have my that little head stick that I have for my headaches. That's what it smells like, but I do not see it in here. But it smells like it in here. I don't know, because that's like it sounds kind of good to have right now. But what I took, because I hadn't read my daily Bible, and I thought if I have any time, like depending on what we're gonna do, I took that with me, and I took my journal and the No More Boring Bible Study. Those were my things today, which is a lot less than I normally do. So it's a progress, I guess, that I'm kind of listening more to my to my body, in a sense, because it gets really hard to carry all of this stuff. Like it gets to the point where it causes a lot of pain and stress, because if I brought this, I better look at this, and if I brought that, I better use that, and it's this whole thing, and I need to get out of that habit. And now I'm looking for my little head, it's called a head stick, but it's just for headaches, and I get it and I take it with me places, and then I don't know where I put it, because I have I think I have 2 or 3 of them. Where they're at, I don't know. And I always see them when I don't need them, like always. And I thought I put one in the purse that I'm using. I did. It's right here. Yay. This is the purse that I used today. Just like when I got it at Savers. It's a pretty big bag. So I also carried in there, I also have a Bible. It's the Net Bible. It's not the best. Well, there was a nickel in there. It's not the best as far as font goes for me. Oh, and there's a quarter. They were in the spine. Somehow they got in the spine. I think I threw change in there earlier. But it's not that bad. I think this is, it doesn't say if it's a large print or not, but I thought this would be worth carrying. But I do want to get a little like protector for it or something, because I don't want it to get all messed up, because I just toss stuff in my bag. And so yeah, so that I just kind of wanted to get on here and kind of share some more thoughts on the lists and the whole like setup that I have going on, supposedly, for August and everything. I love the smell of this stuff. Ugh, that made my nose itch. But it does help with the headaches. I normally just kind of like do the the temple area. And depending on what kind of headache I have, I like to do it under here. You just have to be very careful. I've done this at night. I've used my peppermint oil, my essential oil at night too, and it's gotten in my eyes. So I just kind of like put whatever, depending on where the headache is. But this stuff smells so good. And it's just like, it helps to relieve some of that pressure. It has peppermint oil, fractionated coconut oil, spearmint oil, lavender oil, rosemary oil, Roman chamomile oil, and eucalyptus globulus leaf oil. So, and it's TheraIce Soothing Head Stick. I know I've showed it before, but I get this at Walmart. I can't remember how much they are. $3, $4, I'm not sure. But they're in like they're in this section with some of the pain, like lidocaine patches and different things like that. They're in that area. So yeah, but I just kind of wanted to talk about that because I know I make a lot of lists and I make a lot of schedules for myself, and then sometimes I don't do them. And so when like it's time to update the channel and be like, oh hey guys, I did this, if I didn't do it, I feel like I can't talk about it. Like, oh, maybe they'll just forget, and they'll forget that video ever came out, and I don't ever have to talk about it again. But this way, it's a lot better just to put this out there, because I think a lot of us do the same thing. We throw so many things on ourselves, and then when we don't get it done, we feel bad, like we failed God because we didn't do this, or we failed the people watching our channel if we have a channel, or the people that we've told about it. But really, you didn't. If you spend your time with God, get in your word, that's it. First thing is to just keep your time with the Lord, whatever time you do that, whether it's in the morning, the night, the afternoon, or whenever you get a chance. I used to take my Bible with me to work, and I'd read it on breaks. For me, what worked then was I used to get up extra early, and I'd meet my friend Margie at the Daylight Donuts, and we'd have prayer or just talk about whatever we were reading or just life in general. And then I'd always kind of usually I would read at night before bed. Now I struggle a little bit more because I get really tired, and I just like it depends on the day. Like I sometimes even by like 3-4 o'clock I'm like, I cannot do this anymore. So then I just zone out with YouTube, and I'll watch some Bible study video, or just like some videos from like I watch like Life with Javada, the Found in Alaska. I watch I think it's Selena Allsworth. She's they have a resort in Alaska, her family. Like stuff like that. I watch a lot of van life, so like that one I watch MATV. We watch the Cat Lady Van, Chrome Project, Plain Vanilla Grandma. I watch her. There's a few others that I watch that of course I can't remember their names now. But there's, and of course I watch the Sister Rita Club, Coffee and Bible Time, Rebecca Lee. What else? There's a few other Bible study channels that I watch. I also watch like lifestyle channels, I guess. Like Just Missy's really good. I know that Lori Life of she hasn't put up videos more recently, but you can go back and watch some of her older videos. She has some great videos on there. Letty from the UK, she's Cling to Christ, I think was her channel. She hasn't put up any in a while either, but she has some really great Bible flip throughs and like just different studies and sharing of devotionals and stuff on her channel. There's quite a bit that I've watched, and I'll take like time to watch one every once in a while. And just like we watch this girl that it's Katie Romes, I think is what it's called. She's from the UK, and she goes all over camping. Like she does like camping in tent. Sometimes she camps just in a bivy, which is like a type of sleeping bag that's kind of like, that is your tent. Excuse me. We watch, I think it's called Life on Svalbard, which is really interesting. They're actually having their midnight sun time right now. So I haven't watched in a few weeks, but that's one I used to like to watch every once in a while, just to see like the different things that people do, and especially out in a place like that I'll probably never go to. I mean, it's like up in near Norway. That's like I think it's like closest to the North Pole or something like that. But it's like, those are really cool channels, and I just really like to just sit and like watch and listen to what other people are going through, or like talking about, or what they're doing, their thrift hauls, their recipes that they share, what they're learning from their Bible, how they set up their Bible. What was the last one I watched? I watch, I think it's Amber's Bible Nook. Amber's, I can't remember, but she does some really great Bible reviews and different things. She was also doing some, I think it's Sunday, where she sings hymns, Saturday, Sunday. And there's just so many. I may have to like start doing some shout outs here in the channel, and maybe like maybe just link them in my community posts. So, this way you could check some people out, or there's some that you might be following. As if there's someone that you really enjoy, drop their, if you can, I don't know if you could put a link to their channel in the description, or at least the name of their channel, that we could check them out. But yeah, that's pretty much my day today. Was Vegas farmers market, we did Walmart, we went to eat lunch, and then I brought some dinner home from one of our favorite restaurants. We love their tacos from the Rialto, and they were having Reggae Fest today there. I could hear the music, and I was like, what's going on? But yeah, it's too late. It was going on all day, but we didn't know, and if I would have known, I would have just had Ben go with me. But they had vendors and stuff. I think it would have been cool just to go see the vendors and kind of hear some of the music that they had. But yeah, there's just some cool stuff going on, I guess. But my She Brews Coffee Co. was not open today. I've been wanting her coffee, and but Monday I'll be back in town, because I have 3 appointments on Monday over there. I have therapy, acupuncture, and the other one's like, I don't know, it's like a psych appointment, but it's not, it's more like what do they call it, like a checkup, sort of like a follow-up for meds that you take, if you take any meds, or just to see how you're doing, and kind of go from there. So I have all that on Monday, but I will be getting some coffee. As a matter of fact, I may have 2 of them that day, because I'm probably going to need it. Alrighty, I'm back a little later, 6:43 p.m. and I started where I left off in No More Boring Bible Study. I didn't put this on the tripod, so it's like right in my face. So I'm going to show you. Well, I started in chapter 3, because I had read chapter 1 and 2 before. Excuse me, I had some notes and like little stickies and things. I'll kind of show you a little bit of what I did. Hold on. Alrighty, so let's see where I started highlighting in here. And I did make some notes here. And just kind of a little bit of highlights. I didn't do a lot when I did this the first time. I think I wrote some notes in a journal. So I'm going to go back and see if I find it. If I don't, I'm going to go back through chapter 1 and 2 anyway, and just kind of look over bits and pieces of what I highlighted and why I highlighted it. So this chapter, it says, I use my red pen and my Sharpie, these 2 right here. This red pen is an Energel. It's the Pentel Energel 1.0. It's really inky, like really like you could tell it's kind of messed up there. And then I use that Sharpie highlighter. So this one, there's a lot about reminding us that we are not the main characters of the Bible. It's about God. And all about who he is and what he does. And like this is another reminder that I highlighted here and put the little yellow sticky. It's for you, but it's not about you. It's about him. And then she goes into the chapter on hermeneutics, exegesis, and I made some markings around those because I do want to write down the definitions, not just highlight them in here. I want to write them down and add probably a tidbit in here. And I just kind of added in some of these little tabs to go back to these because there are some things that I want to go back and look at and maybe take some more notes on. And this is about the story of Ruth and how technically it's not about Ruth and it's about Naomi, but it's all about God and how he does things. So like you guys need to get this book if you don't have it. It is really, really good. And then in here, let's see, still talking about, I think, the Ruth, and here it says, let's see, where's the one? God is not dependent on our hearing his hints and doing the perfect thing. Rather, he works in, through, and despite us. And the word is alive and active. I love that. And this is more highlights, more notes. So she does talk about Jonah in here and his disobedience and how it's all about God's redemption. So this part here is what I did this, put this in my daily Bible. I wrote that part at the top. The Bible as a whole can be summarized as the story of God redeeming his people for his glory. Because it says there, consider writing this in the inside cover of your Bible. So I put it here. And I will probably write it a little nicer, use a different Sharpie because that was a thick Sharpie, and put them in like the Bibles that I'm working on right now. And make it like part of something that I put in there. So they have the recap, reflect, and compare. So yeah, this is what I got through. So I read chapter 3. It's really, really good. So if you do not have this and you want to learn about how to not view the Bible as boring or hard to understand, and also to understand that it's not about us. Like, it's not about going to the Bible and looking for us in there, looking for answers to the everyday little questions that we have, like, you know, like what job I should take and things like that. We do that through prayer and listening to God, but it's about showing us how he redeems us, how he loves us, salvation. You know, it's amazing. I just love everything that she said in this chapter. It really has me thinking. I want to go back, like I said, and just go through chapter 1 and 2 one more time. But I will get back to this book soon. I may read another chapter later tonight. I don't know, because I'm kind of tired, so we'll see. But I'm thinking maybe I will finish off reading some in the daily Bible before I head off to bed. So I'm trying to get myself to get to bed a little earlier every day, to where I'm back going to bed closer to 8:30 p.m. Because that's like a good time for me, because then I wake up anyway at like between the hours of 4 and 6, and sometimes when I wake up at 4 I'm not able to get back to sleep. So yeah, sorry, I'm like moving around a whole lot with this. Before I sign off for the night, I'm going to show you our sky. Hold on just a moment. So there's my view from the bus. This is from my seat. Normally I get up and I'll show you guys like the standing, you know, out the window, but this is from sitting here at my seat. So it's just amazing. And this is out the other side. There's the mesa and some beautiful trees. So, all right, guys, I will probably end this later with whatever I read in the Daily Bible tonight. So I'll probably finish this video tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. That is about all I have to share here. It's like got like really, really long. But I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you. Bye.